Hello and welcome to Too Fast, Too Forever. There's all kinds of family. We chose this one. This is episode 430, the commentary track for Fast and Furious 6. I'm Joey Lewandowski.
I'm Joe, too.
And Joe, we are watching this, the third and final one for now, the commentary for Fast and Furious 6. If you want to watch along with us, there's a couple different versions, I think. This one is 2:11:02. We have it paused basically at 1 second where you can just first start to see the universal Earth. Joe, are you ready to count down and watch along and comment along?
Hit me with it, brother.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay, the Earth.
I always like, and it's not here, and I know that it does it for F9, but I was going to say that Universal logo, like when they play with it, but the F9 one is the one from the 80s. Remember, like it's the sort of old-timey one.
And Too Fast has like a goofy. Well, doesn't it have like a
They
goofy
do have like
one?
the chrome thing, yeah.
Yeah, that one's fun too.
But like Waterworld, I think maybe like the whole Earth is like flooded, and there's things like Happy Death Day where like it resets because that's like a Groundhog Day thing. So I like when there's a little bit of fun to be had with that.
I agree. Mix it up a little bit for me.
Yeah. So we looked this up before we started recording. They are racing through the Canary Islands in this commercial-ass looking
It
race.
definitely looks like a Mazda commercial to me. Like this is a zoom location for sure. But it's also beautiful. I want to drive this road. Yeah, this will be fun. Like along the beach. It also looks like Route 1 to me a lot. Like very similar.
Like PCH Route 1?
Yeah. I love driving the Pacific Coast Highway too. That's a pretty cool place. But yeah, that was it. The sign saying like 500 meters gives away that it's definitely not California.
So they're just having a good time in Spain, which I guess, you know, when Hobbs calls them and says, we need your help, it's just like hop, skip it, and jump over to the UK.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Makes sense.
Also, they're speaking in Spanish, right? So, like, I mean, they could be speaking Spanish anywhere, but I do wonder what this kind of, like, hospital like this, like, religious nunnery delivery room is. There's crosses on the walls. There's just nuns as nurses. Like, is this where they want to deliver the baby, or is this...
Yeah, it's like a... no, because it's like a convent, Joey. This doesn't... I don't know, maybe like a convent/orphanage type situation. It'd be weird that they chose that as their place to have a child, but at the same time, like...
I mean, maybe if you're, like, in a remote location to not be found by the U.S. government or whatever, no extradition, and there's a facility nearby that, like, can deliver your baby, you just go to that facility nearby that can deliver your baby.
Yeah. This is a cool intro. I like this one a lot, actually. Like, give me all the... they should probably do one of these, like, recap ones for everything.
Well, I was thinking, because Heather did not like this. She thought this was goofy. I love it. I think it's also, you know, when we... I don't know if I want it for every movie, but when we just had, you know, somebody who had never seen any of the movies on to watch 10, seeing something like this might not help, but also might help. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it kind of... I think this is more for fans than for recapping, though, because it's just like, look at all these moments that you love, these characters that you love, that character that we didn't name for 2 movies, but you love her.
It's a good recap, too. They're hitting, like, all the good notes of, like, what you've missed.
I mean, it's like full rap song length, so, like, they have plenty of time to recap. I think when Mike and I started doing commentaries for Cage Club, like, years ago, I don't remember. I think I had the idea, I'm like, oh, I'll, like, put the audio of the movie behind, and I'm just like, that feels, like, illegal in a way that, like, using a song for a theme song doesn't. We're just like, come on, guys. Like, let us use 10 seconds of, you know, See You Again or whatever. But to have the entire audio of a movie just like quietly playing behind the commentary feels like, I don't know, maybe that's a step too far.
Yeah.
But also, let us do it.
Yeah, why not, right?
Because I do listen to other podcasts that do commentaries on movies, and it's a weird balance between like trying to watch the movie kind of and also just like listening to what they have to say. And like when they drift, like obviously we're not talking about like what's on screen right now. I don't know. You know, it's like, what are you actually paying attention to? I guess it depends on the mood.
Yeah. There's a lot of carnage here. Like a whole lot of carnage.
That's actually good, because so in the beginning of 7, we see Deckard like blow up an entire hospital, but like I guess this is just like a Shaw Brothers thing, like just char up the streets. It is funny, again, to think, if you're watching this movie for the first time, that you see a bald man in a tight white shirt from behind, and you're like, how could that be? I guess it could be Dom, and I guess it could be him and the crew.
Yeah.
But you just saw them in the beginning, like, he's probably not criming and thieving, because, like, Mia just had a baby. So
Yeah.
the movie would be, like, betraying itself 6 minutes in by being like, well, remember that, like, tranquil serenity that we just saw in the opening, like, literally 4 minutes ago? Like, well, they're criming again. It's like, why? What?
Yeah, because they seem like they were kind of out of it if they're, like, worried about the baby and, like, having fun in the Canary Islands. It's like, what?
It's like, yeah, in between, you know, while Mia's breastfeeding, she's also on the computer navigating them through a heist in the UK. It's like, what? Why would...
We got a shot of our favorite lady here.
While we were recording this, there are active, you know, protests against Disney for canceling Jimmy Kimmel, but she just signed on to a new project. So, like, she's, you know, her era is now. Gina Carano's time is now.
We're never allowed to do it again, Joey. You know?
To be her.
It's never been better to be a patriot.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
This
I wonder
is like
what
a
kind
really
of nonsense
pretty
will
place.
happen between now and the time this episode comes out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you have no idea.
Yeah, this episode comes out, they're like, oh, God.
Side boob for no reason.
No reason. I'll take it, though.
You were saying something about, like, this building they're in, or the hotel there, or no?
No, I just thought, like, that little area, like, it coming up there, like, the wall, the water. Like, this is just a beautiful place. Like, I kind of want to go to the Canary Islands now. Like, look, it's just all gorgeous. It's like Spain outside. I'm a 3/4 outside guy, so I kind of like this. Like, he has a little roof over him, but he's also like near water.
But what's a 3/4 outside guy mean?
Like, I like being inside a place that is a restaurant that has like a garage door that opens.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
not like I 70% covered is what I want.
Okay, so okay.
I want you can remove one wall and no roof.
Got it. Okay, that's fair.
That's how I want to exist my life. I'm
Like
not an outdoor cat, but
A
like, I don't
sunroom
want
or a patio or something, but like
yeah, screens.
you're in civilization.
Yes. Yeah. I hate eating outside. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves. Unless I'm in Europe.
Al fresco.
I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Betraying your entire people's...
No, well, see, they have made places that are meant to be eaten outside. That's not like when they rope off half of a street with velvet ropes like a nightclub, and then you, like, eat with cars, like, honking at you in the middle of a city. That's fucking stupid.
It does feel like they're just like, oh, we could just, you know, don't you want to eat outside? It's like, no, next to, like, the rats?
And, like, the exhaust from this bus that went by. Like, no. Like, the Europeans have cultivated places that have, like, a square. And I'm like, okay, if I eat outside in a square that there's no cars and things, like, that's fine.
They have actually spent time considering what it would be like to live in a city that you want to live in.
Exactly. Yes.
As opposed to, how tall up can we build?
Yeah.
Where can we put things?
This looks beautiful, though. Like, give me this.
Yeah. I do wonder like how many millions of dollars this home is. Like probably like crazy
I don't know because
expensive.
like some of it, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Let's Zillow Canary Islands. See what we're looking at.
I feel like whenever you have like islands in the title, it's just like, oh, this is going to be expensive. Like if it's beautiful enough to be in a major motion picture as like, you know, location set porn or whatever, like it's going to be costly. But, you know.
Yeah.
We just, you know, we're in the midst of the wedding break now as this comes out. So we're in the midst of a long stretch without fast lanes. But yesterday, as we record this, Jason Momoa was like, I have no idea when the next Fast and Furious movie's coming out.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. And he says, like, there's not even a script. And I was like, interesting.
I was looking
That's
at The
good
Rock and I
sign.
was just like, okay, so we have The Rock where he is like back now, and there's going to be this Rock movie that there's not actually going to be a Rock movie anymore, and he's going to be in Fast 10 Part 2, and now people are just like, oh, when the main villain of your movie is like, I don't know when this movie is going to happen. It's like,
Yeah.
I wonder how many times she had to say that line to like get it, because it's already like coming
You
out like Ronda
are.
Rousey-ish,
Yeah.
where it's like you are not being cast for your acting
Butts,
abilities.
butts.
And speaking of saying lines over and over again, here you get Ludacris's Spanish.
What is this an FXX? I don't know what Ferrari this is. I need to look it up afterwards. It's like there's like a few very iconic.
I'm just also not thinking about, because as we're recording this, the last minute that we did for a fast lane, we had like a crazy Tokyo Drift minute, and like here it's gonna be like, okay, we are in this is Ludacris's minute. Okay, this is now Han and Giselle's minute,
Yes.
right? Where it's
Yeah. Her saying "I'm a citizen of the world" was
it's perfect.
it's perfect.
So it's definitely a Ferrari, right? So I can just look
Yes.
for Ferraris on this page.
Yeah, car IMDb.
Yep. There are so many Ferraris in this movie.
Really? I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
No. I can look, because there's also the pictures, right? So I'm just looking for it. Is an FXX replica.
Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. Good eye.
Ferrari FXX replica in movies and TV series.
I mean, it's pretty iconic. So like, and it looks very distinct.
Yeah,
so
the
I don't take
FXX has
too
been
much credit.
used in Top Gear, Mischief,
So much
Joyride,
so much
Fatal,
shit.
13 the series. But yeah, this is, I guess, what is a replica? Does that mean like it's not an actual, like it's not a drivable car, it just like looks like an FXX?
Yeah, that happens a lot with like super rare high end cars. They'll like build them on top of a Miata so that you can have a car that looks like it but isn't it.
That's so
Just
funny.
because the styling is like so iconic. Yes, it's really really funny to see. My dad had like a giant boner for Ferraris that were built on Corvettes, and I was like, that's the lamest shit I've ever heard in my life. And he was like, what? It like looks like a Ferrari. I was like, and it's not. It's a fucking Chevy.
Right.
What are you doing? And like he couldn't we had this like giant argument because he couldn't conceptually understand why I thought it was so lame. And I'm like what do you like? I don't. Do you understand? How do you feel about this, Joey?
I think it just reminds me, and I don't know what movie it is, but I feel like there's a movie where it's like they're pretending that it's something, but it's just like a cardboard cutout of something. So like if you look at it from the wrong end, you're like, oh, that's not a real thing. And it's like, well, but doesn't it look like it? It's like, yeah, but it's not. Like it's not the car.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but like, wouldn't it be cool if I had an FXX? It's like, yeah, it would be cool, but like, you don't. You have a
don't
Miata
have
with
one.
like an FXX shell around it or something. Like,
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
drive it. Like, it doesn't drive like an FXX.
Exactly. That was my whole point. And he was like, yeah, but it like looks cool. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not cool. Like, do you understand that? And he's like, no. And like we had this like big argument about it. He was like, this thing would be fucking sick to have. And I'm like, it absolutely wouldn't. And he's like, I don't get why you don't like it.
I
And was
wonder,
'cause
like,
it's not real.
generationally, I feel like if younger kids, like, I like if a Zoomer would be more inclined or less inclined to do that. Like, I can sort of see it going
Same.
both ways.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, no, I would not. Like, also, just kind of like be proud, like.
The thing is, especially with cars, you could definitely get like a cool car for the same amount of money that wasn't a car that looked like another car.
Well, it just reminds me of the Cat Williams joke from Pimp Chronicles where he's like, people have a Chrysler 300, so like it looks like a Phantom. It's like, no, you have a Chrysler. Like, just be proud that you have a Chrysler 300.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that it looks like a Phantom.
Like a Corvette is a cool car, right? You could have a cool Miata.
Yeah.
You don't need to put like Ferrari stickers on the front of it to make it like really cool, because it's not.
Oh, I didn't tell you. So there's like, I live next to these garages where people just like either store cars or like there's like, landscaping companies that like keep like their shit there. And there's this one garage I've never seen open, but I guess I don't know if the kid's back in town or whatever. He's, probably 30 or something. And he's been working on his car and he had it out in like the gravel driveway, which like you shouldn't park there because like you can't get past, like it doesn't impact us, but like you can't get past it to get wherever.
Yeah.
And I later found out that like
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It broke down, so like they had to get it towed away. But he was just like filming it from all sides. Like I don't know if he's like saying a farewell to it, but I was like, I could just start blasting the Teriyaki Boys Tokyo Drift because like he's got like he had like a drift sticker on the side. Like it was clearly like a tuner of some kind, like a beat up old like sort of piece of shit tuner. But like I don't know if he would, again, then knowing that he was mourning the loss of his car potentially, like would he find that funny or would he find that like really sad? And if he started crying, I'd be like, okay, then I can do See You Again. Like I could like transition to like a sad car song.
That would have been really funny if he would have been like, come on, man. Like, the fucking car died. This is a sad moment. You'd be like, okay, see you again.
Dun,
You
dun,
just
dun,
change
dun,
it.
dun, 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 dun. It's like, okay, maybe not that sad. It's like, okay, like how many more? All right.
Yeah.
Just do the Ja Rule song for the first movie.
Joe Budden, Pump It Up. Pump it up.
Are there any like, other than the credits song in this movie, are there iconic Fast and Furious 6 songs?
No, I think it's the one shot. It has to just be that one, right?
Yeah, We Own It.
We Own It, yeah.
We just heard Ball, which is the T.I. Lil Wayne song.
Yeah, but I don't think of that song and think of this movie. Like, I do, but it's not like they're not intertwined in the zeitgeist.
No, like the only other songs like of note on IMDb there's HK Superstar, which we also just heard in the beginning. Like that all like they just burned through all of that. And then I think in the closing credits there is a David Guetta, Ludacris, Usher song called Rest of My Life.
Yeah.
But there's no, and like Bandoleros is in here, but like Bandoleros is not tied to this movie. Like you don't think Bandoleros and you think, oh, Fast and Furious 6.
David Guetta has a famous moment, and I forget which, but I'll tell a story that has the same thing that I experienced. Who was it? I forget who the DJ was, but we were at Merriweather Post Pavilion, and we're seeing this DJ, and he's like, "What up, Toronto?" Or like he said like the complete wrong city.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, it was like, yeah, he was like, "What's up, Oklahoma?" That's what it was. He said like Oklahoma or something, and we were like, what? And like David Guetta did the same thing. He was like put your hands up, some other random city, like live, and everybody's like, you're not in the right place, bud. And I was thinking about like, I guess if you're DJing, like you're doing kind of the same job, right? So you'd be like, oh shit, I'm in the wrong meeting, right? Like,
I guess so. But like that also, it makes me wonder that this is not something I don't think we've ever talked about, but like when they're like, Brooklyn, what's up? It's like, well, I don't really have a tie to Brooklyn. I just happen to be in Brooklyn because I live close to Brooklyn. I'm here for the concert, right? Like, if they're like New Jersey, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I can like get behind that. But when I'm just, or if you're traveling, it's like, okay, Vancouver. Like when I saw the Eras tour in Vancouver, it's like, I have no connections to Vancouver. I'm just here to see you. So
I'm in Vancouver, yes.
So I don't know. It just feels like when an artist shouts out a city that they're in, that we're collectively in, but I have no ties to, I'm like, should I get excited? Because, like, she's calling, or, in that case, like, Taylor is calling me out, but it's not me. It's just, like, it's Vancouver me, but it's not me. I don't know.
I think that they should use, like, what up, Yankee Stadium? You know what I mean? Because then you're, like, you're here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't, nobody lives in Yankee Stadium. Okay, he's going to get them pardons. This shirt on Giselle is kind of weird.
Like this sort of leopardy print thing?
Yeah, it's like not the most flattering, and I think she's just super gorgeous all the time. It's just like a weird cut shape for her.
I think I think if it was a black, if just plain black, it would look a lot better. It's
It
just
would.
the
I
weird
think
patterning
so.
like looks like it's frilled, but it's not.
Yeah.
There's another thing that scene sort of managed to escape around, where it was like in a movie, you want to see all of their faces, right? Like again here, like you want to see all their
Yes.
faces. Like you can't have Brian's back to Dom, even though like they should be talking to each other. But like here, it makes sense because like they're all against a rail. Like that one, they're like curved
Yes.
around like the edge of a table. But there's like,
Everything's always shot like it's the Last Supper. Everybody's
Mm-hmm.
on one side. Yeah. Yeah.
but like in both of these two scenes, because I've been thinking about that a lot lately, just like in different movies I'm watching. Like both of these two things, it's like, oh, it actually kind of makes sense. But that's also Justin Lin probably like being good at what he does. Like, how can we have it so that we can see all four of their, or like all 8 of their faces?
And it's like have them look at the layout, like the blueprints to a building.
Yep.
So they're all on one side looking at the blueprints to a building.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, here we go. The flip car.
The flip car is so cool.
I was just going to say this. How did we get away from flip car and get into RC? Like, that should have been the signs that we're going back to the basics, Joey. Right there.
Yeah,
Them
I
being
don't
like,
know.
we built like a giant custom car for this movie. And it's like, we got a remote control car that we put Tej's face on in this movie. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that there's like, you know, we also just talked about in the last Fast Lane that Donna Langley was just like, we shouldn't have gone to space. It's like, well, you're trying things, right? Like you're trying new things. Like you have to up the ante or whatever. But there's new kinds of cars theoretically you could be using that aren't RC car for the second movie, right? Like in 5 and then again in 10. Like I guess it makes sense that 10 is 5 part 2, but also I don't know. Or is the RC in 9? Is the RC in 9 or is it in 10? It's in 9. It's in Scotland,
Yeah.
right? So that doesn't make
Sure.
any sense.
Yeah. If this movie had come out more recently, I would think that Paul Walker was on Ozempic. His face looks like super,
Oh.
like his cheeks look a little sucked in there.
It's also, I just realized as you were saying that, but as I was reading the subtitles and listening to you, it's funny in this movie that Dom says, Hobbs and I will wait for Shaw, but it's not Hobbs and Shaw, it's Hobbs and a Shaw.
Yes.
Like this
Yes.
movie is Hobbs and Shaw, but it's not the
Shaw.
titular Hobbs and Shaw. 'Cause
Exactly.
famously, Owen Shaw, not in that movie.
No. I think Owen Shaw is a good Shaw. I
He's
don't
a
know why
great
we had to
Shaw.
get rid of him.
We have him in the hospital bed at the beginning of 7. I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
like how did we get a Hobbs and Shaw with him being like a byline?
I don't know, man, because the whole thing is about family. They're like, we're literally going to follow these 2 families, and then it's like, oh, you know, we know 3 of this one family, but we're only going to show you 2.
But also, if we have to sacrifice him to get Helen Mirren, I'm fine with it.
And Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah, but we're not going to get Vanessa Kirby ever again, so it doesn't matter,
I
Joe.
know. But it is weird to have him, you know, obviously rightfully in a hospital bed at the beginning of 7, and then in one scene of 8, and then never again.
Yeah,
Like, unless Luke Evans just doesn't want to do the movies anymore, which is fine, but, like, it's not like he's expensive. It's not like he's more expensive than,
that's
like,
what I'm
bringing
saying. He didn't like
Hobbs
blow
back,
up. Yeah,
The Rock.
yeah. The flip car is really fucking cool. I agree. If I was younger when this movie came out, I would have lost my shit.
It also, I don't know if we ever talked about this, but, like, it reminds me, like, if you had, like, match car versions, like, that would be, like, the coolest.
Oh yeah, Matchbox.
Like, you'd want,
yeah.
like, you know, like, Dom's Charger or Brian's Super or whatever, but, like, it's like, yeah, but can your car flip my car? Oh, it can't. My car can flip your car.
Exactly. To be honest, like the coolest remote control car that we would get out of the franchise would be the flip car. Can you imagine if you had one of these with your friends?
Yeah.
Did you have RC cars as a kid, Joey? Did you have any of the Tyco ones?
No, I had one year for Christmas. We got like a little like track with things like around, like not an RC car, but like on a track, like a figure 8 kind of thing that we had like in the family room for a little while.
Slot
And I'm like,
cars.
yeah,
Slot car?
Yeah, I had
That
that
you put
like,
it in?
1 year that I was like, this isn't really for me. But like I had like a lot of Matchbox, but I never had like an RC. I don't think.
There was a run that we had where like we all had like I forget what they were the Tyco or not, but they had like certain ones, like there was like the Ricochet, like they had like a lineup of like 6 RC cars, and all of us had one. They were really fun.
I did have when I was real little, what were they called? Like Power Wheels, but they weren't Power Wheels. They were like probably knockoff brand, but like I had like this little like black Volkswagen Bug that when I was like 2 years old, I could sit and like you could drive it. Like I mean, it would probably go like half of a mile per hour. But like I have like I don't know if they're actual memories or just like I've seen videos of me like puttering around in this like little teeny tiny black Volkswagen car.
Yeah, I had one of those too. I definitely had a Power Wheels for sure. That's fun. Don't shoot Giselle. Don't do it. They're like none of the family is like behind a car. Like everybody else is taking cover, but these guys are just like out in the open. They already know that they're bulletproof. It's fine.
Yeah, 6 movies in. Yeah, even Giselle literally standing out in the open as a sniper is about to like tear her in half. Yeah.
Like they're fully exposed and they finally duck behind this thing.
Yep.
This one. What is this woman's name? If I ask you right now,
it's Blonde Brian. That's all I know.
Okay.
I don't think I know anybody's name on his crew other than Owen Shaw.
0. That's what I was just thinking. How many? We've seen this movie 16, 17 times.
Because by design,
yeah,
they're just meant to be bizarro versions of the family, right? So it's like the guy who looks like Dom, the guy who looks like Brian, the guy who, or the girl who looks like Brian, the guy who looks like Roman. It's like, okay.
Yep.
Well, since we won't get to the minute for this for like a couple of decades, let me look up their names right now. I wonder if it's like Dominic Tourette. Like, it's just like if it's...
Yeah. Like Tony Sporetto.
Okay, I think Brian, female Brian, is played by Clara Paget, and she plays Vegh, V-E-G-H. V-E-G-H, that's terrible. She's most known for this, and then she's also on the pirate show Black Sails, or was. That was a while ago. We've got Kim Cold playing Klaus. That is the Dom.
Oh, okay, Klaus. It's German Dom.
Yeah, he's best known for Teddy Bear, a movie that I don't know.
I don't know that movie either.
Star Trek Beyond, so another Justin Lin movie, and a short film called Dennis.
Justin Lin takes care of his peoples, doesn't he, huh?
He does. We got Joe Taslim, we know that. He plays Ja.
We know that.
He's the martial arts guy. I could have gotten him if I thought about it. We've got someone named Adolphson.
Adolphson is a choice.
Benjamin Davies. He's
Adolphson.
Bald guy. Yeah, he's most known for this, then Remainder, and just, working actor.
Adolphson is a choice for a name. Look, these people are driving like they're in Connecticut.
What, crazy?
Swerve gods. Like, every person I drive around drives like this now.
There's someone named Ivory, someone named Oaks, someone named Ferouz.
Ferouz is a fun name.
I don't know if these are all people in the crew, but they're all like clumped together on IMDb.
See, Veg,
no problem.
Veg.
Yeah, so that's female Brian. That's Clara Paget. She's still acting, still in stuff.
She looks like the woman that was Elon Musk's wife for a bit.
Oh, Tallulah Riley?
Yeah,
you mean
a little
Elon
bit.
Musk's wife twice?
Twice for a little bit, yeah. That's right.
The one from Westworld, right?
Yeah. Oh, Joey, we just saw him. You saw him as well, I'm assuming, yes?
What?
Him, the movie?
Oh, yes. I'm him.
Yeah, that woman in there, Rachel's like, oh, it's like this woman's name. And I was like, what's her name? The blonde lady that's in the movie, his wife.
Julia Fox?
Julia Fox. Rachel goes, Julia Fox is in this movie. And I was like, oh, it kind of looked like Kanye West's ex-wife. And she was like, well, she was famous for dating Kanye West. And I was like, but she's not Bianca Censori. And she's like, no. And I'm like, oh, they just look almost identical.
No, yeah, she was the one who was like basically like we're not really
In
kind of
between
dating,
Kim
but like,
and
yeah, he's just like bring me places and buying me the most expensive clothes in the world, and like we're having fun. It's just like yeah, okay, like that's like you need to sleep with Kanye West to like get like access to millions of dollars of clothes, like okay,
sure, yeah, whatever.
but yeah, I mean it'll be outdated by then. We're not going to talk about that. But what do you think of him?
Oh, I really liked it. I don't want to talk about it with you because I don't want to talk about it with you until we talk about it.
Okay, but you really liked it.
I thought, yeah, I really liked it actually.
Okay.
I know. I saw the thing. I knew you were gonna hate it. You were already going into it thinking you were gonna hate it, and I really liked it.
Okay.
Yeah. Giving her a British car is terrible. That's how you know she has amnesia, because she's driving a British car.
How dare
Never.
she? She's also in the Dom white A shirt. She should remember.
Yeah, she should. She definitely should.
But she doesn't. He's got to race it back into her.
I love that. That's a so many broken BMWs.
Scooby Roo Roo Roo.
Oh, I saw a tweet the other day that was like, it was Rihanna, A$AP Rocky, and their kids are named like RZA and some Ruckus. I don't know I don't know what the fourth one is. And somebody was like, "This sounds like Scooby Doo," because it was like Rocky.
RZA, Riot Rose.
Yeah, Riot, Rocky,
Mm-hmm. Who was Marco just telling me about? There's somebody else that she said their kids have crazy names too. And it was like they have like 5 kids. 2 of them have not been named publicly, but like the other 3 are all like insane names. I'm just like, okay. Like
my favorite is always Pascal, that owns Insomniac Records, that does EDC, is married to Holly Madison, the former Playboy bunny that was in the Hugh Hefner reality show.
Okay.
Their baby's name is, do you know this?
Mm-mm.
Rainbow Aurora.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And back then, when they named that baby, I thought that was the dumbest name I had ever heard in my life. Since, I've seen way worse. But Rainbow Aurora was way up there for me.
Well, would you rather, okay, in the tragedy sense of it, in the tragedy subreddit, would you rather have in a normal word turned into a name, like unusually, or a
Apple?
horrific, right, or like a horrific spelling of an actual name? Like in terms of like, what is more tolerable to you, having an apple or having like a Britannique?
I think Apple is more tolerable. I think that naming your children after vegetables should be relegated to pets. I think deciding that phonics doesn't exist anymore is very internally frustrating.
Okay.
So, like if you add like an X, you know what I mean? Like if you're like, oh, XJKR, and you're like Steven, and you're like, that's not, you can't just, that's not what those letters mean.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Yeah. Okay, let's do our homework, Joey. Did you get your homework packet? Wait, Tony Jaa, his name is Jaa?
No, Tony Jaa is in 7. This is Joe Taslim. His name is Jaa.
Okay, that's right.
They're both
Sorry.
like badass action dudes.
Yes, yeah.
But yes, different
Sorry.
people.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
But it's just like,
Well,
we named the character named Jaa because we couldn't get Tony Jaa. But it's also spelled different.
Yes.
Like this is Jaa like the Rasta, like Jah. Tony Jaa is Jaa.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. That makes sense.
So Klaus is Team Pussy. Okay. That's Klaus.
The worst is, this is why Giselle doesn't get any hate for her line delivery in this film, is because that line exists.
Well, yeah, the writing in these films is never the strongest suit. I honestly think that the fact that this movie, like, or that this series at all, like, gets, like, tugs on heartstrings, like, both in the See You Again, like, other moments, is, like, a real testament to elevating material that otherwise is this. Team Muscle versus Team Pussy. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, this is like the baseline. This is where we're normally operating at. The fact that, like, you can cry about other things, it's like, okay. Like, sometimes they are able to rise above.
Yeah. Okay, favorite candy bar in that machine. Do you like 100 grand? He just pulled 100 grand. Tyrese just pulls 100 grand bar.
What's in 100 grand?
Which feels... Oh, it's... don't even look it up, Joey. I know exactly what it is. Caramel inside, wrapped with chocolate and Crispies inside the chocolate.
It is good. I'm thinking there's something...
I love 100 grand.
It's never something that I would go to. Like, it's never something I would grab, but, like, all those things are things that I like. So it's basically like a Nestle Crunch with caramel, but, like, taller.
In the middle. Yeah. It's a caramel through the center.
Because I also feel like they make
Nestle
like
Crunch.
a crunch with caramel, but, like, the flat. But this is, like, a taller...
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I have recently, over the last, like, year or two, had a couple... Because I can't do it more than once. But, like, the whatchamacallit...
Whatchamacallit's fuck hard.
Because those are, like...
Take
that's
fives.
a
Take
candy
five. You like
where
take
it's, like,
five?
I feel satiated. It's just like, oh, that's actually, like, filling, as opposed to just, like, I could eat a million of those.
Yeah. Take 5 is top tier, dude.
So whatchamacallit is...
Crispy is wafer covered in chocolate and peanut butter flavored wafer.
Peanut butter
going off
crisp
brain.
and a thin layer of chocolate.
Yes.
That's super simple.
Super simple. Take 5, top tier. Top tier.
Take 5.
Is
That's the
peanut
Reese's
butter
one.
peanut butter flavored nougat, I'm guessing, in with caramel, a pretzel covered in chocolate.
Oh, the
is it
the
actually
5
described?
and take 5 is 5 ingredients.
Yes.
Chocolate, peanut
Yes.
butter,
Yes.
peanuts, caramel,
Peanuts.
and pretzels.
Oh, okay, that's right. Which one has the nougat in it then? I forget.
Nougat and what?
It's like peanut butter flavored nougat. It's very similar to a Take 5, and maybe has pretzel as well.
Snickers had a peanut butter variant for a while. Snickers and Reese's
No.
Fast Break. You talking about that?
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry.
Thank you, Reddit.
Thank you, Reddit, and thank you, Candy Brain. This is like the lamest. God, if I could cut one scene out of this movie, it'd probably be this one.
Like, I wonder why this is here.
This is the Pete Davidson version. This is the Pete Davidson.
Yeah. I can see that. Like, I wonder why this is here. Like, if it's to give these two guys a scene together, if it is to give them a reason to get cars, if it is
Cars.
for comedy.
That's what I thought.
It's
Yeah.
it is very long. Like, not that I want these movies to be only action, but at a certain point, it's like, guys, like, well, this is kind of a long scene. This is Jason Thorpe.
I don't like when you have somebody that plays dumb like this. Or when an actor is condescending by using language that they don't.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So it's not as good as Incredibly Handsome Guy, but this character's name is essentially the Fire Ass Titles version of what he is. What do you think this character is credited as? Jason Thorpe is the actor. His fourth top thing is this film. What do you think his character name is? Again, it's not a name. It's like a thing.
It's gonna be flamboyant auctioneer.
Snobby, auctioneer, organizer.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. They went snobby, not flamboyant, but sure.
So again, here, this is what I was thinking about before when I was talking about characters side by side. Like, this is, again, them side by side looking, again, over a railing, right? It's just like, how do we get...
you have to put them on railing so that they get all facing the same way. Yep.
They have their fronts smushed up.
Yeah.
2 actresses in this movie credited as Hot Girl.
Two different actresses?
Yeah, we got a Sonia Hernandez Fumero and Pilar Mayo.
Were those just the butts that we saw at the beginning?
It might have been. They're not uncredited. They are credited as Hot Girl.
Okay.
I don't know.
Butts.
Joe, I need you to carry the load for about 10 seconds. I need to go get my other phone from the other room. Give me 1 second.
Enjoy, you're fine.
You can tell people whatever you want to hear, whatever you want to say. I will be back. I will edit
Cool.
it, but I can't mute it out because they're going to know this is the Joe Corner for about 10 seconds. Take it away.
Okay. Guys, I'm going to tell you Joey's deepest, darkest secrets. Things that he never, ever wanted me to tell you about. Starting at the beginning is a time that Joey decided it was a good idea if... Okay, he's back. Shit. Never mind. I'll stop there. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no. Yeah, I am, as we record this, I am setting up my new iPhone, and I am basically just idly tapping into each app, and it's like, oh, I need an authenticator, like, which I couldn't use if I didn't have the second phone. You know, like you had that issue with, which we talked about before we started recording.
Yeah. I did mine yesterday, but when I went to the Apple store, they gave me my new phone, wiped my old phone, and then when I went to set up my new phone, it was like, cool, all we need to do is send you a text message, but I couldn't load my carrier because I had given them my old phone, and so I couldn't get a text message, and then we had to, yeah, it was fun.
It's so cool. I love phones.
Yeah.
You know what? I also have to air some grievances here. I need to like.
Tell me. What?
Festivus, this shit. You know how for years I have been an advocate for Microsoft Rewards for using Bing for getting that stuff? I've essentially been blacklisted.
Why?
So if you look on the Microsoft Rewards subreddit, this is happening to a lot of people, but like apparently their filter for like
power users
for what is AI versus not, like they're like, oh, they must have had like a thing. It's like, this is unusual search activity. It's just like, no, motherfucker, you're giving me points to make searches.
Yeah, you tell me if I search for like King of Japan today that I get 5 extra Bing points or whatever. Mm-hmm. What do you mean that I'm not gonna, like, you told me to do it?
Right.
Assholes.
So I emailed them because I can't even, like, I have these points that I can't even redeem. So I'm like, hey, I'm running into this issue. And they were like, oh, can you send a screenshot? And so I sent a screenshot, and they just have not responded to me. And so I keep emailing every like 3 days. I'm just like, hey, can you... So now I'm publicly saying, fuck Bing.
Fuck them. That's right, Joey. You know what the coolest part about, like, our generation is we have, like, very, very little loyalty to anything. Like, company-wise, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Brands. Like, if they make a better version of this tomorrow, I'll go buy the better version. Like...
Well, I do feel like, for the most part, everybody has, like, just fucked us over time and time again. There's no loyalty because, like, they're just, like, selling our shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're not gonna, like, you're like, oh, like, well, at least we know they've been around forever. Like, how many times have we just gotten, like, fucking wrecked on the back end by some company because they're like, oh, we sold to whatever, and they're like, remember that lifetime warranty? Gone. And you're like, oh, fun, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Glad I bought the product for more money with the lifetime warranty. See, and we have to bring this guy back. This scene, that's the other part of this. This feels like the other half of the scene, so it makes it feel like it's even longer than it was. Yeah, this is one of, like, I remember, like, even the first time I saw this bit, I was like, I'm not, this isn't, you just make this guy get shirtless? Cool. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't hit or sell or anything.
I think the other issue is that, like, we're not, like, if it happened, like, half an hour later, it would be, like, almost inexcusable. But we're, like, 45 minutes into the movie. Like, we're, like, things are going. Like, the plot is underway.
Yeah, and, like, all we needed to do was get a bunch of cool cars. They could have just been like, we're going to go rob this auction and be like, Word! And just, like, drive away. You know what I mean? Like, this could have been a 3-second thing.
At least they don't bring him back a third time, right? And maybe also we should...
What if he's the head of Etion, Joey?
I think it would be cool... No, that's not at all what I was going to say. I think we should give credit to Hobbs and Shaw for the way they use Kevin Hart, where it's a surprise, it's somebody that we like.
Thank you. Yes.
And then also they bring him back later, but he's in the bathroom like it's a funny scene. Like they bring him back a second time in the movie, but it actually works. Here it's just like we just saw this guy.
Agreed. I love the idea of a CD pawn shop. I like the underbelly of culture. So I love the idea of a CD pawn shop, but like at the same time, like I never actually want to go in one. This is like dive bars have the same texture, but for me, I want to be inside them.
Yep.
Inside a CD pawn shop, I'm just like, I don't care about this.
I don't know that I've ever been inside a pawn shop.
There's one that's like not like pretty close to the house, and one day I finally broke down. I was like, Rachel, I want to go inside this pawn shop. Like, I just want to see what's in there, and it was awful. It was just like, it was just like a bunch of shit. I was like, what? It was like near like retail price of like shit that was clearly like stolen.
It feels
and I was like, why?
Like an
why
impossible
would I buy
business
this?
to run in like modern time, where it's like I can just get it cheaper on eBay or whatever, right? Like it's like,
well, the whole point is that it's that you steal something.
I understand.
You take
the,
it
like,
to the pawn shop
selling
and you
it.
sell it.
But yeah, but like the when you're somebody buying it, like
I see people are always in this place, dude. It's constantly slammed.
that's crazy to me.
Yeah. And then they scamper across the street directly through traffic in front of the place afterwards. I don't have to describe anything else about what was happening there. So,
No, there's things are all above board across the street. I'm sure that there's nothing illegal going on across the street at all.
yeah. But like refuse to use any crosswalk, just like straight out of the door of the pawn shop directly into traffic.
Well,
every one of them.
It's faster to get to the drugs the other way.
Yeah. Yep. Why are you shooting near this beautiful Ferrari? Stop doing that. This is a really weird... Like, what is this supposed to be, Joey? It's just a lair, right? Like, what... Like, it's kind of a garage, but it's also, like, they're making... what I guess it's the same thing that the family has right now, too, right? Like, they're just in a lair.
I think what this movie has going for it is that this is in Europe, so, like, it's 1,000 years old as opposed to, like... Oh, this building's 75 years old. It was built in 1940.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like,
Yeah.
it looks cool because we are across the pond. But yes, what was
You're
it?
right.
What is it? I don't know.
Yeah. Because I guess you're right. Like, everything would just be like Toretto's Market and Cafe or Toretto's Garage, right? Like, otherwise, it's kind of the same shit. It's like an old car garage. One of the coolest nightclubs I've ever been to was in London. And it was a place called Cable.
Okay.
And I don't think it exists anymore. And it was literally a nightclub inside an abandoned train station. To the point where it felt like it literally, like it almost felt like it was illegal, like unsanctioned. But like you went into this tunnel, like an overpass tunnel, and there was like a door on the side of that overpass, and you like entered the door, and then you wound up in this old abandoned train station. Essentially, like on the tracks, like you're in the tube, Joey. Like, and the stage was on like one side of the tube, so like the arch was like coming at you over your head.
That's very cool.
It was really fucking cool.
It would be funny if like the DJ who was like, "Hey, what's up, San Francisco?" It's like, "Well, we're in London." I like struggled to name any other city.
Yeah.
If he's like, "Okay, hold on, we gotta pause the concert. We have to. There is a train coming through. This is an active station."
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Actually, it turned out it was Diplo. Diplo was there for some reason. Crazy day.
It's funny to me that we saw Diplo like in a back grassy parking lot at Yale.
Yeah, also true. Yeah, I forgot. We saw Diplo together. That's right. Yeah. He's still out there, dude.
Still doing the Lord's work.
He is. But yeah, imagine if like where she's punching her against the wall. I mean, it was obviously much bigger, but like that would like the DJ booth was like on
It's very
that
cool.
like on one side, and then we were on like the whole crowd was on the other
Well, I
side.
think that's also the thing where, like we were talking about when we were in Cleveland, not Cincinnati, where we're like, what was this? Like, they just have like warehouses that they like repurpose into whatever. It's like, oh no, this is like actual historically significant like locations or like train stations or like other things. Like, just like what they are repurposing is so much cooler.
Yes, yeah. It's the same shit. You're right. Yeah. It's like, oh, this is like the glue factory, and you're like, oh, cool.
It's where they sent horses for decades until it got shut down.
Yeah. There was also like some weird like second like it kind of had like these kind of things shits to it, right? Like there was like a second deck type situation that you could like an upstairs bar at this place. It was really weird. Very cool place. I don't think it exists anymore. At least not under that name.
I do wonder. I want to look up again on the shooting locations. Do they actually film in? Like, is this a set or is this actually like an underground station?
Good question. I don't know.
They shot at Wembley Stadium.
Okay. I imagine they had to go to London somewhere. This is like
Queensway Tunnel. Yeah, Queensway Tunnel, Merseyside, England, UK. That's the first London chase. Oh no, that might be the car chase. Though. That might not be the actual.
Yeah,
like...
you're right. Yes. When they were driving with the flip cars. Yeah.
Yeah. A stage, B stage, D stage, and Shepperton Studios. Yeah, there's no other. I don't think there's another train station listed, but there's a bunch of locations. And...
Wait, JCDO. What? That was just on the wall. JCD. Deco.
Oh,
C?
Decor. JC.
I don't know.
Deco. It's a French multinational outdoor advertising company and the world leader in the industry, founded by 1964 by Jean-Claude Decoux.
Okay, I thought that was like happened to be like the train station name. No, you know what I mean, like the station,
which is an advertisement.
Yeah.
Since we are in London town.
True.
I do also like, and I think we've talked about Letty's amnesia a lot on this podcast, but I think it's funny to see her here be so exasperated by a crew that is not Dom's. Just like, I don't remember who I am, but like I know that I'm better than this.
Yeah. Like the shot of just working on the car. Very Dom of her.
It's a very cool shot. Very cool car. Very creepy movie.
She's looking great too. She's looking great.
I also think, we talked about, I don't remember which journalist we had, I was going to say decades ago, laps ago. Feels like each lap is a decade. Decades ago, where they said their favorite person to ever interview was Luke Evans. And Luke Evans is...
I remember this now that you said that.
An out and proud gay man. But I think it would be cool if this movie was just like, oh yeah, here's his partner. Like here, like it has the opportunity. But once again, not once again, but I know also China.
Russia. Like we can't sell this movie to two giant countries.
I don't think Russia's a concern. China is definitely a concern. Russia, they don't give a shit about.
They really don't want to see Luke Evans' partner on screen, I'm sure.
Well, that's true.
That's what I was saying.
No, I'm just saying that I don't think Universal cares about Russia. Universal cares about
I think Universal
China.
cares about money. And Russia has money, Joey. So I think they care about Russia. Not that... Okay, yeah. Here we go. We're going to get... The FCC is going to come for us. We're going to get Jimmy Kimmel'd so soon. The best tweet I saw about that, Joey, was somebody going like, God damn it, now I have to defend Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, I saw things that were just like... all I wanted for years was for Jimmy Kimmel's show to get canceled.
And now I feel really bad about
this. Yeah.
Yeah. Who the fuck was watching Jimmy Kimmel anyways? Is what I'm asking.
I think like generically liberal parents.
Maybe. But like even them,
Like, I mean, like, I don't know anybody who watches any of those shows anymore, but like, at least like Fallon felt like he had pivoted his show to be like, we're chopping this up for YouTube or whatever, right? Where it's like we're reaching other audiences of people who aren't watching late night TV.
But like, I used to watch like Letterman all the time with my grandma.
I know,
like, and, like,
but like that was
good.
it was a different time. But also, you know, like Seth Meyers like made a real concerted effort. I think is he still on? I think he's still on to like interview like actually like interesting, like more interesting people that like weren't, because it was a later show or whatever. But I don't know who was watching Fallon or Kimmel or Colbert or like any of those shows.
You know who my father-in-law really likes is the fucking who's the British guy
James
that
Corden?
has like the late show. It was, what's his name? Shit, a comedian. I forget it. He was like
Craig
real
Ferguson.
whack. Yes.
Oh, he's great. He was wonderful.
I never got it. That wasn't for me. It felt that Craig Ferguson felt too much like Space Ghost to me.
Oh, well, Craig Ferguson also, like, he would have Kristen Bell on a lot, and like she was always like really funny with him. Like, he was always sort of like creepy and like sexual with his guests, and I made the mistake or sort of mistake or whatever of like clicking on one YouTube video of Craig Ferguson really did that or whatever, and then like every time I opened YouTube for like months, it was just like him doing the same thing to other like beautiful women, because like his whole bit is like saying a thing and then like they would like get all like, you know,
be like, ooh, flustered, kind of.
Like the whole thing of like
out.
late night shows is just like flirting, open flirting, right? And
I guess I don't know.
It's like you have to go on there and be like really cute so that like you can sell your movie. It's just like, okay.
I hate these places that are like aquariums for humans.
Oh, like the
like
open floor plan
center,
or the glass, yeah.
The glass see through everything. If I had a business and I was the boss, I would love to have a place that I could see everyone at all times. As anything other than the owner of this business, I would fucking hate this layout. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
That I'm like, it's like, it feels so voyeuristic in like the worst fucking way.
I mean, there's also kind of an irony here that they are a security company. They're like, we're watching you. It's like, well, also you're being watched. So like maybe it fits.
Yeah. But like, can you imagine sitting there and you're like hip to hip with like some dude sitting right next to you?
Well, I would be less concerned with that and more just like if anybody is making any noises, I'd just be like, I would be so distracted all the time.
Well, I'm sorry, because that would be me. I'm constantly tapping, fidgeting, walking. Like, I can't sit still or focus ever. So, like, I am that person. I would always get, like, okay. So, when I was in college, I would study, and, like, my favorite study method was just, like, play an album and study the material.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I would sit down, I would start singing the first song on this album, and I would just sing the album through the test, and shit would just come to me because it would like hit like whatever song or like note or whatever it was, or like I would know where it was.
Very smart.
The track list, so I would sing that song. Yeah, it was very smart. I did very well. Everybody else around me fucking hated me.
Yeah, I would too, but
yeah. Yeah, because I'd just be sitting there like da 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 da, like, you know, and like tapping on the desk, and they're like, "What are you doing? You have to stop." And I'd be like, "This is the only way I can get this out." So sorry, guys.
love that Stasiak's back. Like, I love that he's here.
I do too.
Like, he is honestly like a top 10 Fast and Furious character, like above like much of the core family.
Side tier.
No,
yeah,
I
like
think
Hector,
I think
what really?
I think I like him because
I was gonna put him in like the Hector Suki tier. That's like not like Tej and Dom, right? And I think he's top 10 in that. Like if you because he might be top 10 overall on like a list for you, but like I think you have to exclude like Dom, Brian, Letty, Mia.
No,
like,
I think,
if you
like,
get rid of all of them, then
there
it's
are
like
10 core family members I like more than him. I mean, like, it's hard to compare somebody who has been on screen for 7, 8, 9, 10 movies, whatever. But like, do I like him? Like, it's a real question. Like, do I like him or Hobbs more? It's like, well, Hobbs probably, but like, I don't know.
That's why I say like you should exclude all of them, and then there's like a top 10 like B tier list.
Yeah,
you
I'm
and it's like Hector,
I'm trying to elevate
They're
him.
like,
yeah,
they're like 1 and 2. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Noodle Grandma would make the top 10 of B tier characters.
Of non-family family.
Yeah, yeah. The nose again. He got him in the nose again. God damn it. I haven't been to England in a while. Now I feel like I want to go to England.
To be watched as you flick boogers across the street.
Yeah, exactly. Don't touch that. Don't touch that, Roman. Put it down.
Like, I know that Roman is bored, like, this is just who he is or whatever, but, like, wouldn't he just, like, be on his phone? Like, he wouldn't be around, like, picking up shit like that. Maybe he would be. I don't know.
I don't think that they can have phones in Fast and the Furious, because I bet, like, obviously, like, 90% of it would just be, like, them sending bikini car pics in the group chat to each other and all laughing and looking at their phones at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is this? What would this actually look like? It would just be like them all sitting on a couch across from each other going like, oh, ha, 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 ha.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Like, that is what is good about, like, the X-Files, is that, like, it largely exists before, like, I mean, there's, like, cell phones and stuff, but, like, 80s horror movies especially, like, that is pre-cell phone. 90s, it was just, like, you can kind of call people, but, like, again, if they're not in the room or whatever, they don't have it on them.
I was getting union rally signs ready today before we started recording. And one of the women that was helping next to me said that she was formerly a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, bless. I feel really bad that you're no longer a teacher. I can't imagine the bullshit that you had to deal with. And she was like, the first thing that came out of her mouth was like, the phones are fucking impossible.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yeah. Like, I was like, of all the things that I was thinking, though, like, that was like in the forefront of, she was just like, phones are awful. I was like, I know how bad it was when I was in high school of just like shitbaggery, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, and now it's like, oh, yeah, well, you'll also be recorded and parents are way worse.
Yep.
I was like, I'm so sorry that you had to deal with this, and I'm sorry that you wanted to be a teacher and were just like, fuck it. It's not even fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Just let the kids burn. I don't care anymore. It's awful. Anyways, phones, terrible. Yes. I wish Braga would come back again, to be honest. Braga's a great villain.
I do, like, again, comparing this to other movies, I like that they bring him back here, and it feels like they were for a while bringing people back, and they kind of do that with, like, you know, this world where it's interconnected, and there's, like, villains
Dante,
and whatever, they're all
yeah.
working for, like, they're all working for Cypher, we find out, or whatever. And I guess they do that with Dante, but it's, like, not in a way that feels...
No, because it's not bringing someone back.
Right.
Like, Reyes was dead.
Right.
Dante comes in to, like, replace him, and he's related. It's not like you get Braga back.
Correct. And
jail.
It feels cool that they're able to, like, land that, but also a little frustrating that, like, well, if you'd seeded this a little bit differently, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree, bud. That's what I was getting at, too. Okay, off the top of your head, how many shots in Fast and the Furious do we see multiple times across multiple movies?
Oh, a bunch, probably. I mean, we see Han die in 3 or 4 movies, right? So
that's what we said. So, like, this one, we see the Letty crash at least twice.
Well, there's also, like, multiple times within the same movie, right? Where it's...
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And I'm not even counting the, like, we were talking about the intro of this movie, which is, like, all the flashbacks. Like, I'm not counting that. I'm like, how many times do we see them being like, stupid audience, remember when this happened? And you're like, oh, that's right, this did happen. Mm-hmm. Because not everyone watches these movies 17 times.
Well, because that's also
loop.
the thing where we learned this the hard way, kind of, when I watched that Rocky marathon with Mike, and then also Kyle and Brian were there, where most... like, the first 15 minutes of almost every Rocky movie
is the last 15 minutes
exactly.
of every Rocky movie.
And then Rocky Balboa, which came out in 2006, which is like 15 years after 5, which nobody really liked, is like, feels like a half recap. And it's like, well, have a little bit of faith. I don't know. Also, we just watched The Sopranos last night where Paulie, like, not Sopranos Paulie, but like Rocky's Paulie, like Burt Young plays Bobby Bacala's dad and is like dying on screen as he like coughs and like has like that botched but
Yeah.
eventually successful
Yeah.
hit. I'm like, Mark, have you seen the Rocky
Yes.
movies? She's like, I've seen 1 and 4. I was like, well, that's Rocky's trainer. She's like, oh, I never would have remembered that.
Yeah. That's true. I didn't know that until you just said it, to be honest.
That's a great like casting, great cameo. Like this guy who is like known and just like very cool. Like you're in like half an hour of one episode. You're like Tony's old like best friend or whatever, this guy that he looked up to.
That would be sick. I agree.
All right, Joe. They come to you and they say you can be in Fast 10 Part 2, but you have to be like a prison inmate who gets the absolute shit beat out of him by Dom.
Absolutely.
You would do
Hands down. Yeah, absolutely. The only thing I wouldn't do is like they would be like, okay, this is it. If they were like, you have to be snobby auctioneer.
I get it.
Like, and you're the butt of the joke is that like you take your shirt off and you look horrible. And I'd be like, well, that seems kind of.
So you don't mind being like
I
emasculated by getting your absolute ass handed to you here, but just like
these are superhumans.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. Like nobody's gonna beat Brian or Dom or The Rock in a fight. It's just how that works. But like if it was like, oh, like we're gonna like laugh at you.
Okay, what if you're all right? It's not a 1-on-1 quarter mile. There's like a 4. It's like, you know, it's the
4 wide,
$1 million
4 wide, yeah,
quarter mile or whatever.
Yeah.
And you are one of the 4, but like it's also like the Righteous Gemstones where they're trying to woo that. So we both like I'm still watching season 3, but you watched season 3 and 4 recently. Remember when they're trying to woo? It's Stasiak. It's Shea Wiggum as like that old race car driver.
Okay.
And
yes.
Danny McBride.
Is it actually
It's Shea
Stasiak?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's kind of incredible.
And they're like racing, and he's like, "Oh no, I never did NASCAR. I never did like this, but I did do F1 for a while." And Danny McBride gets absolutely smoked. But like, okay, so it's like that where you're in a race. It's Dom, Brian. You know, again when Paul Walker's alive, Dom, Brian, some extra, and you. And when they say go, you just stall out.
That would be fine. I would laugh at that. Yeah.
Oh, I think I accidentally went back in time. Can you tell me how much time is either passed or to go in your movie?
106, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay, I'm caught up now. I think I hit like a thing on my mouse or something that like...
Yeah, mouse buttons. It happens.
Completely dropped me back like a minute or so.
I've been told I have serious balls. Okay. Like, I guess that's a response to that.
Like, do you think here... Like, obviously Dom is very excited to be seeing, like, to be talking to, like, his wife, right? Like, this is...
Yeah.
He thought she was dead, but also, like... Is he at all annoyed? Or is he, like, just like, no, she's going to remember?
If Rachel got amnesia tomorrow... I've said this to Rachel before.
Here's Rita Ora, the best character in the franchise. She's a top 10 miscellaneous.
You think so?
No. But I do love her.
I do love Rita Ora, too. I love this get-up she got, too. Okay, anyways, I said to Rachel, she looks great.
She's the number 2 race starter. It's in you know, exceedingly handsome guy.
Handsome man.
And then her.
Yeah.
Dead last is the high schooler who takes off her bra in Tokyo Drift, because that is just very uncomfortable for all sorts of reasons.
Okay, to the thing back to Dom and Letty, seeing her. I've told Rachel before I would find her in any timeline.
Okay.
There's no way that, like, I would not find Rachel again. Like, we were talking about this, like, this is gonna get so weird. We were, like, talking about mortality, and I'm like, first of all, like, I romanticize death anyways. Like, I'm fully okay with being dead all the time. But also, I'm not scared of death because I'm like, Rachel, I'll just find you again next time. And she's like, what? And I'm like, oh, no, like, I will be the same. You'll find me, and I will be the same annoying person. And you will have to live with me again across all timelines and universes.
Like, those are movies that, like, I love, like Cloud Atlas or The Beast, where it's just, like, these, like, love stories that span generations. It's like, no, like, you're always, like, there's certain, like, if you believe that, which is, like, a very nice thing to believe. I think if you find your person, it's a very nice thing to believe. That, like, no matter when we are or where we are,
I'm going to find you again. Yeah.
Whether we're in, like in Cloud Atlas, it's like the 1700s or the 1800s, or the 1950s, the 1970s, or today, or
But
the
I mean, like,
2200.
even if this is like, I'm your cat, I will find you. You know what I mean? Like, in any possible, like, it doesn't even need to be that, like, we are married. You know, like, I will just find you and we will have to spend our lifetimes together. So, in that sense, I think Dom is like, Letty's back. She's always mine. She was always mine. We were always together. It doesn't matter if she doesn't remember that now or not. She will. This will be okay.
Like, there's also something to be said that, like, it's because of Hobbs that they reconnected. Hobbs brought him in for this job. If Hobbs brings in another crew to fight Shaw and his crew, he has no idea that Letty's out there, at least for now.
But I think that's staked. Like, Hobbs had to know that, like, you know what I mean? Like, he brings this crew.
That's why he brings them in, right? Because he shows the picture. But again, it's still
exactly.
It's still if Hobbs doesn't see her, or like doesn't put two and two together, or whatever, right? Like,
no. I don't think there's any. That's us again. There's no timeline that he doesn't reconvene. It's just how it works. This Roadrunner's fucking cool.
Is that his car or her car?
His. Like, it's really fucking cool.
Here comes the scene that we thought was cool until we were, like, explained by Kara, right? That, like, no, actually, this is not cool.
Yeah, this was, like, a really sentimental moment for us until Kara ruined it.
Wouldn't it be, like, really romantic to, like, have, like, your memory erased? It's like, yeah, if you, like, don't care about agency, it's like, okay. Well, that's a fair point.
Yeah. And it's like, what if some strange woman came up to you and was like, I know all about your body? You'd be like, well, okay, weird.
But can you tell me about my body?
Yeah. Actually, in that sense, I'd be like, okay, cool, whatever. Tell me about. Yeah, exactly. Show me. It's the wing, Joey. Like, how fucking cool is that giant wing, right? On the back of this car? Like, it's fucking cool. Just like a really high, stupid wing. Like, again, it's like back to the Matchbox shit. Like, as a little kid, you want this. It just looks cool.
Yeah. What else do you know about me?
What you know about me? What you know just dropped it.
And, honestly, it would kind of fit the franchise, but also not at all.
Not in the tenderness of this moment, in the creepiest moment ever.
Letty, your lip gloss is cool. Your lip gloss is popping. She's like, what?
Yeah. Also, holding her hand, like, upside down like this and pulling it towards your chest is very strange as well. He's, like, holding, like, her forearm, like, from the bottom, and then, like, pulls it into his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, this only works because we know that they are together. The other way, like, once Kara pulled the veil away, it was like, yeah, this is gross. Like, he's like kind of rubbing her bra strap, like, you're like, oh, yeah, okay, I guess.
Yeah,
cornered her against the car, chased her down.
It's also funny to be like somehow like this is kind of. It's normally we see it in like New York, but they found a street in London where there is nobody. Like they're in a major.
Well, it's under a
city.
bridge, Joey. This is the. You just said you were just watching Sopranos. How many Sopranos meetings do we get under a bridge somewhere?
So this is the red.
In
this
two
is
cars.
This is the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Under the bridge.
No, not under the bridge downtown. It's.
Are they not downtown?
Who knows? What do you think London Metro considers downtown? London is huge too, which is always cracks me up. Like, London Metro is fucking massive. You know this. You've been there, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It's not me. You don't remember her. Also, to debunk Kara's theory, I think once she like rolls half her panties down to show you the hip scar, I think that we're okay. I think that's
maybe.
I don't know how to read. You know.
You don't know how to read. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Just learned. Obviously not with phonics. Here's the chain that you had.
He's like, it belongs to you. It's like, that doesn't really belong to you. It kind of belongs to everybody.
My brother has the same one. You're like, what?
All right, Joe and listeners, I believe I am fully set up on the new iPhone, I think.
Congratulations,
I'm
brother.
going to keep this other one here for a couple days just to,
Feel comfortable.
make sure that I'm not, like, missing anything.
Amen. Yeah. LastPass made my experience way better. I don't know if you use something like this.
I have it all in Chrome. It's all tied to Google, so.
Makes sense.
Bloody fickle, that one.
Oh.
Dom, that's not how he meant bloody, and you know it.
I think that I really like that we are in England. They are English baddies, and they all drive English cars. That's really cool.
Do they do it again? Like, when they were in Brazil, they don't, like, I mean, I guess there's not
Brazilian cars.
That's what I was just realizing that, like, it's hard to do that. Like, you could do that in Japan. Like, they all do it in Japan, right? But, like...
Exactly. Like, we don't have, like, an Italian baddie that's, like, all Alpha and Ferrari. You know what I mean? Which would be cool.
I guess that's, like, a missed opportunity in Fast 10. When they go to Rome, they don't get, like, an Italian crew.
But Dante's not Italian.
I know, that's what I mean.
Right?
Like, they missed that. They could have done that, or he could have had, like, an entire crew, like, driving FXX replicas, like your dad.
Exactly. But, like, you could do this in Germany. Like, why don't we have, like, we had fucking, what's his name? Otto. And Otto's not, like, in, like, all, like, the people's car. You know what I mean?
I really do wonder, like, I think we are both lenient and tough on this franchise in sort of equal measures, like, more extreme than it deserves in either one.
I think so.
But I do really wonder, it really makes me think, like, how much do they care about that? Like, do they care about, because, I mean, like you were saying before, going back to RC cars, for instance, shows that they don't actually care about the cars as much anymore. But do they care? Like, they care about, like, oh, like, getting the British audience by, like, setting this movie in England or whatever. But, like,
no, the British audience doesn't matter.
But, like, but do they care at all about actually being like, oh, like, this is actually a cool thing. Like, we did this thing in Fast and Furious 6 that was actually pretty cool. Like you said, British crew, British cars, British scenery, whatever. We're in Italy, we're in Rome. Like, it's just like, it feels like they're just like, it's enough. Like, the scenery is enough.
Yeah.
Which is...
that's what I'm trying to say.
It's frustrating.
And also, going back to our fucking China-Russian relationship, like, China has, like, a whole batch of shits. Like, I'm surprised they haven't made, like... I don't know how this would play. I was going to say, like, a Chinese villain, but, like, then you get, like, all the Chinese car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
Like, is that good, bad, ugly? You get, like, a Chinese villain, so you get, like, a Chinese guy in the movie. You get all the Chinese cars. I think, like, the People's Republic would be pretty excited.
They probably would be.
Yeah.
This scene is very long. Like, we just had the whole ass conversation, and there's still, like, we had the whole conversation with Dom and Letty, which is important for the franchise, but now we have, like, hero against villain, but we haven't left this abandoned parking lot.
No.
And it's like we're probably closing in on, like,
4 minutes.
I would say
4.
5
I
to
have
7.
4.5.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so just watching them. Do you know what? That's like that's Kara. That's the real creepy part of this. The Rock coming up to you and goes, "Do you know what would have happened if I wouldn't have put that tracker in your car?" I'd be like, "Bitch, there's a tracker in my car. Why are you watching me? Get the fuck out of here."
Well, I think that they go back to an F9 about the like, or maybe was it this one? There's one of the movies where no, I think it is. No, it's 8 where they're in New York, but like they routinely talk about like the number of surveillance cameras, security cameras in a city. Then there becomes a whole thing with
It's this
God's Eye.
one.
Well, but there's other ones
Well,
like where they're like
yeah.
talking about
Okay,
like
okay.
where there's the cameras in New York that Cypher's tapped into, and there's like 9 I think with like Ramsey in Scotland and stuff like that. But there is a real undercurrent of just surveillance in all of these.
You know what?
And I do wonder if this is now just me thinking about this thing and trying to like getting depressing about it. Like if this is some kind of like, hey, like let's inoculate or let's inure the movie going public to like be okay with surveillance. Like God's Eye exists. Like it's cool though because it's in the hands of like Dominic Toretto or whatever. And it's like, hey man, tracking is good because like by putting the tracker in your car, I saved your life. It's like, yeah, I do want to know where like people are all the time.
No. Okay, so on the flip, you know what I was just thinking? Is that this, like, we're going back to basics. I really hope that means we're not fighting technology.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's basics. I think that well,
You know what I mean? Like, going back to, like, I'm just, like, stop fighting God's Eye.
I mean, I
Okay?
also do think that you, like us talking for months now about going back to basics is just taking Vin Diesel at his word, and like that's not founded in any kind of actual. There's no screenplay. Like there's no, you know what I mean? Like it's like going to
There's no
LA,
script.
going to back to basics doesn't necessarily actually mean
That
anything.
fucking Instagram post that you shared in the Discord that was Vin being like, the Groot movie, Kojak, Muscle, everything that I've ever said is in production, or like whatever his dumb shit was.
Like it is somehow to me. Again, the same way I was saying that we are like both lenient and tough on this franchise, it is both very endearing and also very embarrassing. All of that.
Yes.
Where it's like you care so much, and that is wonderful, and also it is
But, Joey,
pathetic.
to counter that, Vin Diesel cares so much. Does Mark Sinclair care?
I don't know. I don't think he exists anymore. I think he is like I don't know. Again,
Did Vin Diesel eat Mark Sinclair?
Did he?
And I was not
him?
making a pun about his weight gain.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I would guess
Like a Venom situation. You know what I mean? Like
I would guess around like his family. Like I think there's probably as time goes on fewer and fewer people that he is just like actually truly himself around.
do you think his relationship with Michelle is he Mark or Vin with Michelle?
I mean, they met at a time where he was not like he was Vin, but he wasn't fully Vin, right? Like he was not Vin Diesel.
So
in
you're
2001.
right. Okay.
And I think
Okay,
that's probably
okay.
why he likes spending time with her because she knows who he really is, as opposed to like this thing that like he was like known from like Saving Private Ryan and obviously his award-winning short film Multifacial in 1995. But
Yeah, shout out to Michael Caine. But
I
sure.
do think, and Robert Redford and Steven Spielberg and everyone.
Oh, that's
who
what I
else
meant.
saw that.
Yeah, I meant Robert Redford. Sorry, that's what I was trying to drop in. I
But
forgot.
I do think that there is something where I think it's also with everybody who's famous. It's like, why do these people like still hang around like their dirtbag friends who are just like hangers on? It's like because they're the only people who like have been there since like before they were like ultra rich and famous. Like that there's some kind of like, even if you're hanging on to Cameron Cade because you think that he's going to be the next GOAT or whatever,
Oh.
but it's like, well, you're not there yet. So like if you're here, like you're either playing the long game, which is like maybe going to backfire, or like you're actually legitimately a friend. You know what I mean? So I think people who are ultra famous, whether they're an athlete or an actor or something, whether they meet people in that career or just like high school friends or whatever.
That's right. I think this is why a lot of people have like bad agents that you're like look, my friend is really shitty at this job, but at least I trust that they care about me.
Yeah. Like a Tim Heidecker type.
Who's that?
Oh, Cameron Cade's agent. Like,
Oh, sorry.
like Tim and Eric. Like that was Tim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But Kim, never mind. No, I'm saying like, whenever you see like, oh man, this is like my bro from school and like he handles all my finances and you're like,
Yes.
he shouldn't be the one handling your finances and like he's definitely fucking this up and you're like, yep, but like he's trying. and he's genuine, and you're like, that's not good enough. And you're like, well, that guy's gonna rob me, and you're like, good point.
This is still maybe the funniest moment in any Fast and Furious movie, not intentionally, where Brian puts himself in prison to get answers, goes to tell Dom his answers, and Dom says, "That's for you." It's like, no, motherfucker, I was almost in prison and almost never got out. I did this.
Yep.
Let me please just tell you what I learned. And Dom's like, no.
No. It's all my fault.
Like, it feels almost like a teachable moment where he's just like, no, that was a test and you passed. It's like, yeah, but like I put myself in prison and like if I was like
beat the shit out of a
little
guy
bit late, I would never have gotten out. It's just like, yeah, you passed. It's like, let's reevaluate like what's
Sure.
actually going on here. Okay, this is the guy. This is the bald guy. This is the Adolfson.
This kid?
The bald guy that Riley picked up. Yeah,
Okay.
that's Adolfson. I mean, he kind of looks like an Adolfson. He looks German as fuck.
He looks German as fuck. I like that I was thinking the trash cans are painted red and yellow, and I was like, are they in Germany? I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just striped red and yellow, yeah.
It is crazy. Again, I know that it all like goes bang bang at the end here, but there's only 45 minutes left in the movie, and neither of the two big set pieces have even begun yet. Like, we have not done the highway, and we have not done World's Longest Runway. Like, that is so much to pack into the final third of the movie.
That's insane to think about, because I was just watching this and talking to you and did not even consider that. Weird, yes.
Like, they're about to go into the highway. Like, this is the scene right now, but like, I think that's also why people maybe love this movie, that even though there is, 7 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever of like Dom and Letty and Dom and Shaw, or the two scenes with the snobby auctioneer organizer, like, it ends in such a exhilarating way. Like, the final 45 minutes are just all action. It's like, oh no, like, that was great. Like, you leave the theater being pumped, even though you're like, Giselle is dead and Han is going to die.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there is a credit scene in this movie. Obviously, it is where we meet Deckard Shaw. At the very beginning, I was like, oh, there's no credit scene. We can just jump out. But nope. There is a very important, maybe the most important credit scene. Although we never actually got, justice for Han.
Well, according to them, we did.
I think it would be cool, and again, this is the thing that's going to happen years from now, whenever 10 Part 2 comes out, and if that is actually the end, where we could like look back at the franchise and like have rankings, not of the movies, but like, okay, let's rank in terms of like coolness, but also impact, but also like, did they actually pay off all the credit scenes? Where it's like, okay, so Dom in Mexico in the first movie, like just kind of like a little tag stinger or whatever. And then there's like, oh, Letty's actually alive, or here Han was killed by Deckard, or it's like, oh, The Rock is back, oh, Giselle is back, but then like we see 10 Part 2 and like Gal Gadot not in the movie, for instance, you know what I mean? It's just like, well, that didn't, like, that's the last place because it doesn't matter.
Yes, yeah.
Like, I don't really want the franchise to end, but I think when there is like a closed book, it's like, okay, we can now reevaluate. And like, what I would also like, Randy, if you're listening, is not only, I don't remember the other thing I gave you that was like a crazy thing. You were like, no, but I would love, I think it might have been just condensing things down, but like, maybe if there's a way, like if we never get resolution, for instance, on Mr. Nobody, like, could we cut out all of the shit that doesn't pay off?
Oh.
And like, so say for cost reasons or scheduling or whatever, like Gal Gadot does not come back for the final film, just like remove that scene. But also then that kind of strands, then you can like really walk it back in a weird way where it's like, okay, well then Letty and Cypher are still like in the Antarctic somewhere because like we don't have that scene where they are rescued. So like any scene with Letty in the final movie can't actually be in the, like, that's a weird.
This is way too hard, but I like the thought of like, how slim can we make the Fast? Like, what are the important parts?
It just becomes the first movie. Because like if Mr. Nobody does not come back, like so much of like 7, 8, 9 just straight up does not matter, right?
Yeah.
Then there's no.
And you're like, if Letty doesn't die, then like,
right. There's no Brie Larson in 10 if there's no Mr. Nobody.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like once you start peeling away the layers, you just go back to, it's like, you know what it is, Joey? I know what the slimmest version of a Fast and the Furious movie is.
It is?
Do you know what it is?
It's not just the one. Is it Los Bandoleros?
No. It is one family barbecue.
Yeah. But which barbecue? Coyotes
like
R Us?
the one in the first one. Like the very first barbecue of just like, hey,
when Vince
you
shows
say grace.
back up. Yeah, okay.
You say grace. That's it. That's the entire, like, you can distill it down so fine that that's the movie. Okay, here we go. Why do we have a tank on the street?
Dom just did a thing that I do too, and it must be instinctual. It must just be
What?
human nature where, like, the thing explodes behind him. He, like, crouches down. Like, he's in the car. Like, it doesn't, like... But I do a thing where, like, if the power goes out, like, I hear, like, a loud noise, like, you, like, duck down. Like, you try to, like, make yourself smaller.
Okay, understood.
Do you do that too when, like, if the power just, like, suddenly, like, goes out? Like, do you, like, I, like, tense up?
No. My reaction in any situation that becomes, like, sketchy like this, right? Like, what any of it is, my brain slows time down and I become very quiet and I just solve. Like, my first reaction is just like, what is the problem? Like, I start processing, like, how do I fix this? Like, I do really well in, like, high stress situations that are like that, like dangerous situations, because, like, I just get quiet and, like, instant hyper focus.
So you go to science brain.
I mean, no, but, like, you know, like, my first thought is just like, where are the paper towels? What do we need to clean this up? Rachel, don't move. There's glass on the floor. I know where the dustpan. You know what I mean? Like, the like in the gentlest of these terms, right? Like, in the gentlest of these situations, like, Rachel drops a glass. I'm like, stay there. You don't have shoes on. I can see that. Where is, you know what I mean? Like, let me get the vacuum. Don't move. There's the dustpan. Where's the gloves at? If there's sharp, whatever.
Sure.
All of these things. So, like, no, not crouch. Although I'm fully run. I'm a flight. Like, if I start to see something, like, I also am hyper aware enough that, like, if something around me was starting to go bad, I would never be in this situation. I would never be near an explosion, because, like, I would have been already processing everything around me, being like, there might be an explosion at some point. I'm out. That's not for me.
This episode is also proving the Gemini nature, because, like, 20 minutes ago you're like, I embrace death, I'm ready for death, and here, like, I'm running the fuck away from death. Like, it's just the same.
No. I embrace death. I don't want to be murdered.
Okay, that's fair.
You know what? There's a difference there, right? Like life is terrible. I don't want to be alive, but, like, I'm not trying to die in an explosion. You could live through that. What if you're, like, fucking burnt and, you know, paralyzed from the fucking explosion? No, I'm good. Driving the tank up on the back of the car. Like, this it's no way it's just going to just, like, run along it.
It's also, like, that's
there you
the
go.
inverse of a flip car, right?
Yeah.
Instead of going under, it goes over.
It's a smash car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to Letterboxd, this is the 19th time that I've watched this movie.
That's absolutely bananas.
It is tied with 7 and 3 for the most I've seen a movie. So whenever we do, in years, whenever, commentary for 7, that will become, like, because, you know, if we imagine one, like, everything is in equal measures from here on out, right? Like, when could we watch again?
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Because you're kind of, you know, the race at this point, right?
Because the only other thing I can see us possibly doing to impact that, and I think it's a thing that none of the three of us have any interest in doing, is
3 of us?
doing the Charlize movies for Watch the Throne, because we were going to watch, like, I don't remember if we did 8. I think we did 8 over there, but I think 9 and 10.
We did. Yeah, we did one of them. Yeah.
But we didn't do 9 or 10 yet. And so I've tried to time it out sort of where when we do 9 for our show, we can do 9 for that show too. But like, it just also like, I don't want to. But like, I can also see like theoretically, like what, other than just like watch one of these for fun, which I don't think is going to happen just because on a short enough timeline, it's going to happen again. Like, what other ways could we possibly watch one of these movies? It's like, oh, for Charlize.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's true.
But also 9 and 10 are so far below. Like, they're not near the top, so he caught her.
Yeah. He did? I was worried.
He just caught her.
I was worried for a second. I was. The stare into each other is pretty awesome.
So we talk about how he, like, raced memories into her, but really it is... He, like, caught the memories into her, right? Where it's in that moment, I think that
I would say, I would use the word slammed
yeah.
the memories into her. Right?
Yeah, like he force-fed through his body weight. And gravity and momentum.
He's like, gravity,
Inertia,
everything gets pulled to him.
Truly. He's like, yeah, of course I was always going to catch her. Things get pulled to me. It's like, well, I don't think that's how that works. Do you think in the universe, so that's the thing that Mia says to Brian on their first date at Cha Cha Cha, right?
Yes.
Is that a thing she says all the time? Has she said that once? Does Dom know that she says that about her?
Him.
About him, yeah.
I don't think he knows that she says that about him. I don't think that's the first time I think that might have been the first time she said it. I don't think it's the last time she said it. She said it multiple times. And
you know what I can also see is that Brian being Brian says something, like he makes a joke about Dom being gravity, and Dom's like, where'd you hear that? He goes, oh, I thought you... Like, you know what I mean? Like, where Dom knows, but like they don't talk about it, but like Brian says a thing he shouldn't be saying.
He's like, that's sick. And he's like, I'm gravity. And then Mia goes, where did you hear that? And he goes, Brian said it. And she's like, God damn it.
Oh, no, I was thinking the other way around, that like, that Mia is saying a thing that is like private, sort of, or like it was a thing that like...
Yeah.
But Brian's not supposed to know, but Brian says it and Dom gets mad, or I don't know, something like that.
No, I think that Dom would think this is super cool.
That like, Mia didn't want Dom to know, but Brian accidentally blabs, and then he's just like, oh no, I'm gravity now. It's like, you can call me gravity.
Yeah.
Mia's just like, I never should have dated this guy.
That's the only way that it plays out in my head. He's like, why the fuck did you have to say it to my brother? Because now he's just running around going, gravity. I remember everything about my father. Gravity. Okay, Isaac Newton over here. Jesus.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
If Dom... It took me a second to sink in, but like, if Dom's like, oh no, you can call me Isaac. And they're like, why would we call you Isaac? It's just like, oh, you're telling people that I'm gravity. It's like, yeah, but Isaac Newton isn't gravity. He's like, no, man, I'm Isaac now. It's just like, okay.
And then somebody's like, okay. And then Tyrese's like, okay, Fig Newton. He's like, shut your mouth.
Shout out to Louis C.K. and his production company, Pig Newton Inc. After the joke about his daughters.
Is that really?
Yeah. Because he got that joke about like his daughter had to call them Pig Newtons. She's like, I don't want Pig Newtons.
Did you like Fig Newtons as a child?
I love Fig Newtons as a child. I love Fig Newtons now too. I mean, I haven't had them in years, but yeah, I love them.
Okay. No. First of all, no. Second of all, the only appropriate way to eat a Fig Newton is to eat just the sides.
So you don't like the fig at all. You just want like the like.
No, I love fig. I'm an Italian boy. I love fig.
Well, there will be fig at the wedding, so just make sure you eat fig at the wedding.
I love fig.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan. I'm saying in Fig Newtons.
I think it's funny because like
the fig is the worst part of the Fig Newton.
The cookie on the side of the Fig Newton is like so dry.
I love it. You just need the tiniest sliver of fig. There's too much fig in the middle is what the problem is.
Someone behind Dom? I kind of want to go back here. Who is behind? There was somebody behind Dom where like, it's an undershirt.
It looks like a person.
No,
yeah.
it was Letty, but it looked like her red shirt
Ah, yeah,
under the
yeah,
black
yeah.
shirt, it looked like she was wearing like a bodysuit with like a really low-rise jean. And I'm like, what is this outfit? But it was just like a red shirt like flaring on. I'm just, okay. Much more normal.
It's lots of layers, Joey. Lots of layers in this movie.
Oh, I was very concerned for like the wardrobe department.
Gal got 2 shirts on too. Did he just spit on the ground at him?
I don't.
Yes. I forgot where it also looks like she's wearing like a fucking, because of the red shirt, it looks like she has like chaps on.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, it looks like skin, or
Yeah,
it looks
right?
way
Yeah.
sexier than it's supposed to look.
It's
It's
just
not.
that she pulled both sides of the red shirt down. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's how it goes.
What was the movie I was just watching? It was a horror movie where a guy spits, and just because like he just had like fake blood in his mouth, he just spit it out. But like it's so out of place for him to just like to spit. What movie was that? Oh, it was Halloween 4. Where there's like he's like
Fun.
being held up by Michael Myers, and he just like has like a mouthful of fake blood and he just spits it out. But it's just like, are you spitting on Michael Myers? Like, that's not gonna do anything. But it's like, no, I think the actor just like in that moment just had a lot of like fake blood that
Fake
had
blood
run into
in
his
his mouth.
mouth.
It
And
was
just
like,
like, I need to get rid of this.
Yeah.
But like it was in the take that they used for the movie. I don't know. It's very strange. So sometimes people spit in movies for all sorts of reasons.
I've watched a lot of movies where people just gag reflex spit out. Like,
Jesus Christ.
seen many documentaries about that.
Oh, speaking of, sort of, have
What?
you seen the movie Open Water from 2005?
Yeah, forever ago, but in 2005, sure.
So Open Water is a movie that was shot for $500,000. Was in theater, or 2003. It made $55 million. It is so low budget, and it's just about there's a couple who go scuba diving, gets left behind, and they're just like in water, and then there's sharks around. Like, it's based on a real.
Yeah.
In the beginning of that movie, I don't know if you remember, because if you saw it a while ago, you probably wouldn't. They are just like in a hotel room the night before, and she is fully nude with like the sheet like very barely covering up her lady parts, but like,
Okay.
it's shot on like this shitty camcorder in a shitty hotel room, and I'm just like, this looks like every porn from 2003. It's just like, but like it's an actual movie that was in theaters, and I'm just like, this is so wild.
That we started it just like, my stepmom's caught in the dryer again.
That wasn't a 2003 thing. There weren't really storylines back then. That was the same storyline over and over again. Stepmom in the dryer is, Stepmom Stuck is like crossing over two of the big hits.
Right? Yeah. Sorry we got there. I apologize. We're back to the world's longest runway. Here we go. Let's get back on track.
I will blame you for
Back on
the
the
gag
runway.
reflex of it all.
What?
I will blame you for getting us there for the gag reflex of it all, for spitting in movies.
Your brain took us. I said I've seen a lot of movies that start like that. Documentaries.
And then under my breath I said, Jesus Christ, and then it just kept going. So we don't normally watch, like, I don't really pay attention usually to the timestamp of the movie, because I'm like, oh, this is like, the final thing, it's going to end here. But like, this started at 29 minutes. So we're thinking they're like just kind of driving, just say 60 miles an hour, just like for easy math, like a mile a minute. We'll just see how long. And obviously,
even like, give them like 45, right? You know what I mean? Like, easy math, you're right, 60 miles an hour, sure. But we've talked about this. The whole thing is it's the congruency, like that, like everything's happening all at the same time, and we're watching every iteration of what's happening at the same time.
We have now been in it for 1 minute.
Okay, here we go.
Like, this feels like in the, the goof troop of it all that we've been like doing all lap long. Like, I can imagine people in the audience seeing this movie for the first time being so annoyed that this is like unrealistic, And like
No,
everyone else,
not at all, Joey.
well, everyone else is just like, you don't think so? You don't think there's like one guy watching who's like pissy?
No, this was most certainly a revisionist history gripe. That as you're watching this, you never comprehend. Like the first time I watched this movie, I didn't comprehend that this was the world's longest runway. I was like, oh, like this action sequence is going and going and go. But you're not like timing it. You know what I mean? In the theater, like it's not until afterwards that you get to the point that you're like, oh.
Speaking of, we passed 2 minutes. Because what's the number? Like we've heard that it's like 26 miles long or something, right? Like it's some crazy.
No, it's like way longer than that. But sure, it's something insane. It's like, yeah. But that's again based off like if we just count
Correct.
like start to finish, not like this is happening while we were just watching that with them fighting inside the plane.
Well, because that's also the annoying thing about like action movies where it's like one guy, like it happens in these where it's like one guy is like fighting against like a group of like 15 people. It's like, well, why don't you all just try to attack them at the same time? Like you could probably overwhelm them there, but it's like, no, we're gonna take this one-on-one. 3 minutes.
This is a study for Mark Hoffmeyer, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I wonder if he's done this or not.
It feels like something he should or would do.
He's been texting me like a thing that he and I both love about movies is when there's a delayed title card, like half an hour in there's a thing, and he's been texting me like, "Oh, this movie has another one. This one has another one." I'm just like, I said finally, I was just like, I love knowing these, but like the excitement is like not knowing that it's there, and I'm like, I wonder if this is like ruining the surprise. Like I don't remember like past a certain point. Like I only remember the one that he just told me because like we had a conversation about it, but I'm just like, I don't want to really know that like I'm excited.
Yeah.
But, like I don't want to know that like, oh, this like movie X or whatever has a delayed title card because then like you're waiting for it. And so I was like, what could we do?
Please stop spoiling.
He's like, I'm like, what if you just text me like found another one? Like that would be very cool. Just like got another one. 4 minutes. But also he's like, I think movies older than 5 years, I can just tell you. I'm like, that's fine. Like if it's an old movie, like, you know.
That's a fair trade. I like that. That was a good compromise. You boys did good.
It's like I don't want to take his fun away, but I'm also just like, no, we both love this thing, and like the fun is the not knowing. And so when you know, it's like,
Yeah. No. The jumping headbutt.
iconic.
Iconic. What if Dom would have got splatted by a box? Would that be the most bitch-made way to go out?
Like a box just
What if
falls
that box
on him?
just fell on him, and he was just, that was it. That was the end of Dom. They have a funeral afterwards. He's gone. He's never back in the frame. We don't even bring him back.
Dominic Toretto.
He died via box.
1973 to 2013, smushed by box. 5 minutes. Did you see there was this past week, I think in a Los Angeles harbor, there was one of those like ships that has like all the crates, and like the crates like tumbled off.
Yeah, shipping containers. Shipping containers just fell off. Yeah, like a week ago.
And it was like,
yeah.
oh, this is like really fascinating to watch. Like, and because like nobody got hurt, it just like ruined a lot of people's
fell into
days
the
or
ocean.
whatever, right? But like,
Yeah.
it's like, have you ever wondered what it looks like when these fall off? It's like, yeah, I do.
I did. Yeah. Ziggy from Ziggy Zabotka.
Yep. The Wire season 2.
Was out there just dropping crates off the side of a boat somehow.
I wonder if Margaret's gonna like The Wire. I don't think she's gonna like The Wire as much as like The Sopranos, but maybe she will.
I think she will. I think she absolutely will. Rachel really, really has a soft spot for it, especially like season 4. I think that's the
Is Amsterdam
Prez
4 or is Amsterdam 3?
Amsterdam's 4. That's Prez teaching the kids. Like when Prez becomes a teacher, like that one with the kids is like
6 minutes. I like,
Yeah.
I mean, 5 is not good, but I like 5 because there's like a journalism newsroom element of it, which is always going to be like a soft spot. Before we do The Wire, though, we're going to do Mad Men. Like that's the next like big show we're going to tackle together.
Have you ever seen it?
I saw the first 2 seasons, or first,
Same,
and I got
dude,
depressed,
and I fell out.
I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, this is too much. But like watching with somebody, I think will be better.
I tried it with Rachel and I made it through the first 2 seasons and promptly tailed. My in-laws, though, they love them. They love it. They think it's great.
Like two of my friends, like Bob and another friend who's in our fantasy baseball league, like it's not only like their favorite, but like they think it's the best show of all time. Like I think that I will like it. It's just like I got to get into it.
No, it's good. It's just like You're right. It just like gets like weirdly like.
I was just like, oh, everyone on the show hates their lives, which is also
Yeah.
maybe a little true about The Sopranos, but like it does it in a different way.
No, yeah, no, I think it's different.
7 minutes. I mean, like Tony is upset a lot of the time. Carmela's upset a lot of the time.
Upset, Joey. Use the DC. What is it called? Use the psychological terms. He's depressed.
Oh.
It's not upset.
But also, like, you know, when we're watching, Christopher Moltisanti just became a made man, and he's just like, oh, this sucks. Like, this kind of actually is not good. And Paulie's like, yeah, it sucks. Get used to it. Give me my money.
Yes. Yeah. Pay up. Okay. Beat him up, Dom. Get it. Flying headbutt someone.
Well, he just, like, did a clothesline to a guy who was trying to do a flying headbutt. The scene is now 8 minutes long.
Okay, so do we need Tyrese to play with the gun to make this shot pay off?
No, I don't think so. I don't think anybody in this.
No,
moment,
I mean, is that what they thought?
I doubt it. I think they're just like, what kind of wacky shit can Tyrese do to like add a joke here?
I guess.
Wrong team, bitch.
I do. The kick out the window is iconic. One day I would like to rank, like, not fight scenes, but, like, elements of like
Sure.
the flying headbutt,
Yep.
the kick out the window, the, like, all of these
Action
things.
moments.
I would,
Yeah.
not action, like, these parties bore me.
Oh.
Like, even, like, that, you know what
Yep.
I mean? Like, any of these parts of these things.
9 minutes. I also think it's funny in that scene where wrong team, bitch. Riley's standing there. She's looking for something to do. Hobbs throws the harpoon to Letty. Letty loads it. Riley looks over at Hobbs, looks back, and gets a harpoon in the stomach. She's like, she could have run. She could have, like, jumped. She could have moved.
Yeah.
She just like, this is my fate. I'm resigned to my fate.
Yeah. Even if she, like dives inside the, like, you know what I mean? Like, does, like,
Yep.
do a barrel roll. And she, like, does that.
I mean, you
inside
still
the
might
plane.
die, but, like, you're not going to die in that moment.
No.
Like, that's something that's very cinematic in terms of, like, this is what needs to happen for the story.
Okay, we were talking about it, Joey. Gina Carano's on her revenge tour.
I was just thinking, like, I don't think she's coming back, but, like, we didn't see a body, right? Like, she could theoretically
We didn't
come
see a
back.
body, yeah.
Because also,
Yeah.
I mean, like, look, if Giselle can come back, although she's on the ground, it's not like she fell out of a plane, right? Like, this is...
No, Giselle falls out of...
But she's,
like-
but she's, like, she's, like, 6 feet in the air. Like, it's, like, she's... I mean...
What are you talking
this would
about?
hurt. Gina Carano fell out of a plane 40 feet up. They're on the ground.
Is it 40 feet up, Joey?
I don't know.
It's like 20.
But again, Giselle...
They're 6 feet off the ground. They're 10 feet off the ground. They're driving under the plane. You could see the wheels from the top
No,
of the
that's
car.
what I mean. Like, Giselle is closer to the ground, so she's more likely to survive. That's all
yeah,
I'm saying.
I know, but the plane's not high off the ground. Like,
I don't know. Gravity Dom Toretto is not going to be kind to Gina Carano.
oh, I was also thinking earlier that, like, back to both the driving in the tunnel and Dom as Gravity. I swear to God, I have a magnet on my car that people are constantly trying to drive into it. Like, everywhere that I am, people drive at me.
11 minutes. That's not good. Maybe they just, like, really...
No, I don't
maybe they
want it.
really like you.
I think I'm Gravity. Everything is pulled towards me in a vehicle. I might be Dom Toretto.
You might be. Although he wears a lot of white, you wear a lot of black.
I'm the evil Dom. I'm Bizarro Dom.
You are
There
Fate
you
of
go.
Furious Dom.
Yes. See, Letty jumped out of the plane into the car and was fine. You're telling me Gina Carano dies?
She has a harpoon in her chest and she hits the ground.
Okay, sure.
I think she died in, politically speaking, in terms of like liberal leftist Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Is Mia like the only one?
I was gonna make a terrible joke and I can't say it,
say it.
and I'm not going to because we can't
You're gonna get kicked out of the
edit it
country.
out. I was gonna.
12 minutes.
The FCC is gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
Bad. Yeah.
He survives that, right? So Gina Carano's definitely alive.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's okay. Right? Okay. Glad you came around.
No, I didn't think she was not dead. I didn't think she was dead. I just
Admit
think
the
that
truth.
I think that Giselle, it's a much. All I was saying was it was a much lower fall for Giselle.
It was definitely, but I'm saying everybody else survives this fall anyways.
That's true. Okay, the plane is exploding, but we're still moving. We're coming up on 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Dom drives out the front.
Insane shot. Absolutely bananas end to this. And the car flips and rolls. And he puts his hand on the hood, on the ceiling of the car and just like is like, okay.
Well, he's like
he doesn't even look like he's
down.
wearing a seatbelt. He's not even wearing a seatbelt.
He's probably
Does
not.
anybody in Fast and the Furious wear a seatbelt?
Probably not.
By the way?
We gotta look. Next lap is a seatbelt lap. Fast 10 years seatbelt lap. All right. So it was 13 minutes and about 15 seconds of time from plane starting to plane stopping.
Okay.
Long time. They're at the end of the runway, though. I don't know if you saw that, but like there was like the 4 X's. Like they're at the end of the runway.
Yeah.
Which is very lucky that they stopped right there.
I know. Yeah. Very lucky that we stopped precisely 50 feet from the end of the 65-mile runway.
Mm-hmm. How long is runway Fast Furious 6? 18.37 miles to 28.83 miles. That's been
The Rock standing with his bald ass head behind this X of lights. Like he was like direct, like his skull was like right. It looked like he had like it looked like a Ninja Turtle.
Hell yeah.
Right? Not in this shot because like they changed the
Dom
perspective.
holding?
But that's his briefcase. He's home from work. Daddy's home.
Because like it's not the nuclear codes from 7 or from 8. You know what I mean? Like or from 8. It's not God's Eye.
Yeah, you're right. What is it?
I'm sure it was very basic plot point that we just don't remember right now, but so it also took 2 full minutes from the time the plane stopped. Wait, no. 1 minute from the time the plane stopped to anybody other than Han realizing where Giselle is.
Where's Giselle at, String?
Yeah.
Sun King does a good like actual cry. Like he forced it. He looks half constipated, but it was convincing. I think he gives it to Is it God's Eye?
1327.
I think if I had to pick a new PIN code for my bank, 1327 would be my choice.
I just asked ChatGPT, what does Dom give Hobbs at the end of Fast and Furious 6? You want to guess what it said? Keep in mind that I laughed.
A briefcase.
At the end of Fast and Furious 6, Dominic Toretto gives Luke Hobbs the safe that was stolen from Rio in Fast 5, but it's empty. This happens in a lighthearted exchange after Hobbs arrives at the old Toretto family house in Los Angeles. Dom presents Hobbs with a massive safe as a sort of peace offering or joke. Hobbs opens it only to discover it's hollow inside. It's a callback to Fast Five's climax where Dom and Brian pulled out the vault swap during the heist. So essentially, Dom gives Hobbs an empty vault, a symbolic gesture that reinforces both their rivalry and mutual respect.
Well, Joey, your first problem was you didn't ask Grok the truth teller.
Grok, is this real?
We say that in the chat all the time. That's like one of my favorite responses in our fantasy group chat ever. It's just, at Grok, is this real? At Grok, is this true?
It's just a computer chip. Oh, it's the Nightshade computer chip, which is a plot point.
What is Nightshade?
It's what...
Baby oil!
It's what Owen Shaw is trying to do. Device called Nightshade, which can shut off all power in a country. Like, this is just like the lower stakes version of the next 3 movies. Like, it's surveillance, but not really surveillance. It's like power, but it's not really.
It's an
power.
EMP.
Yeah,
it's an EMP.
but for a country.
Yeah.
That is the thing that, even though I've seen this movie 19 times, we've talked about it, 16 times or whatever, including this. I think if money was on the line, I would not be able to tell you it's Nightshade, which is kind of embarrassing. But also, like, that's not what this movie's about.
It's not what it's about, dude.
It's a family.
It's about both of your concubines meeting outside your house. It's about, you know what I mean?
It's sexy as hell. Like, I know that they're clearly in the same thing here, but the way that this is shot and the way that we know everything to unfold, it almost feels like, hey, could we film this in a way that we're not on set together? We're like, I'll just step up and you can green screen, and then you can just, like, put Dom behind me, put Vin behind me.
Yeah.
They're like, no, that's going to cost $10 million. It's like, I don't care. I'll pay for it. I'm not going to stand next to that
I don't care. Fuck that guy.
I'm not going to stand next to that candy ass.
Also, in real life, I hold grudges forever. I would totally say fuck that guy for the rest of his life and never talk to him again.
Until they
I would have flipped off Vin. I would have flipped off Vin at the thing if he was like, "Hey, Rock, hey," I would have been like, "Get fucked, like kiss my ass." The police are your family. Interesting. Okay.
My dead husband.
Yeah.
That baby that's growing inside me that nobody knows about.
Is that a Brazilian kiss on the cheek that you get half a lip? Like, is that...
I don't know. Maybe. There's Jack, baby Jack. Chilling.
Yeah.
First barbecue that we've seen.
Of course.
Brian, the narc of the cop, calling him out for...
Narc.
Oh, he took a bite. He took a bite.
That feels like the new person in the crew trying to be involved in the inside joke. He's like, he took a bite. You're like, bro, shut up. That's my bit. Stop stealing it. I've never noticed these pants that Letty has on before, with the flowers up the side.
And also Ludacris is wearing, like, crazy, like, flowery... There's a lot of patterns.
No, it's camo.
But it's still, like, it's patterns in a way that is, like, what are we doing here?
Joey, I don't think you understand the lengths that I would go to for us to eat a barbecue in that backyard.
That feels like a real backyard. Like, that's not a set yet, right? Like, that's actually still...
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, for us to be able to sit there and have a barbecue in that backyard.
In that blurred out backyard from Google Maps. While we wait for the credit scene to pop up, the next week is Heart Eyes, our Halloween episode. And the week after that, we're kicking off...
I'm stoked to rewatch Heart Eyes, to be honest. I'm really stoked to rewatch it.
You're kicking off the next lap with the Fast and the Furious. Joe, as a reminder to you, get your rankings in for that.
I will. I promise I will.
You have a month to do it. More than.
Yeah, I'm going to do it 3 hours before we have to do it, but sure. Yes, I understand.
I need more than 30 seconds, but I need less than a month. All right, we're in Tokyo now.
Tokyo. That's such a badass shot, too. Send it sideways. Fucking send it, bro. See, like, why does Deckard have a fucking Mercedes here? He should have the people's car. No, I'm sorry, a British car. He should have a British car.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I meant.
I mean, I guess it's also like he knows that he's going to like obliterate his car.
Shibuya Crossing, been there many a time.
Maybe he wouldn't want to ruin the Queen's car.
Sure.
I do remember, I think the first, I remember vividly seeing this in theaters and standing up when Deckard popped out, when Jason Statham popped out. But I do remember being like, why are we seeing 3 again? Like, what are we about to see?
That's the best part about it, is like you don't know what's about to happen.
I stood up in the theater and put my arms above my head at this moment right here. But yeah, it's crazy. We're just like, why are we seeing this thing that we've seen before? I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. Like, we know that Han dies, and now that Gisela's gone, he can die again freely or whatever. But like, why are we seeing, like, what are they about to show us? And it's like, oh my god, this is better than I ever could have imagined.
You know what I really, really, really want? I want to bully movies back into this. Is that give me the fucking end credit scene immediately after the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I think Marvel ruined that for everybody, right? Where it's just like
Marvel fucking. It's like 16 minutes into the credits that you get like, oh, that.
Yep. Anyway, thank you all for listening. Thank you for sticking around to our credit scene here at the end. I'm gonna leave 16 minutes of audio.
Actually, these
and then I'm going like blank audio, and then at
these
the
commentaries went off the rails in a beautiful way. To be honest with you,
we'll be back again next week for Heart Eyes. We'll be back in 2 weeks to kick off Lap 16. But Joe, anything else to say in this episode?
No, just gravity's real.
Gravity is real. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting if you do. And I'm Joey Lewandowski.
I'm Joe too.
And we will tell you all about it
when we see you again.